to be a dead duck in its jaws. At some point, something startled the cat. She started to run and dropped the duck, which turned out to be very much alive and well. Markhor goats face not only dangerous mountain ridges, wolves, and formidable eagles. Today, their most fearsome enemy has begun the hunt, the snow leopard. The leopard began its pursuit and even managed to grab hold of a kid, but not today. At the last moment, the kid managed to break free. It falls into the river and escapes. As they approached the resting sea lions, the owners of this little chihuahua had no idea what he was capable of. The enraged little dog charges right into the middle of these huge animals and sends them fleeing in total panic. The foolish dog tormented the chicken for a long time. At some point, the cat's nerves gave out and he quickly resolved the situation. The owner tried to save the cat, who was being stalked from behind by a snake, but the snake managed to latch onto the cat's fur at the last moment. I'm sure the snake deeply regretted attacking because the cat was about to take it on a real roller coaster ride. This turkey, along with her chicks, wandered into tall, thick grass. A minute later, you see a hawk swoop into the grass, followed by the turkey. The mother desperately defended her babies, and today, the hawk left empty-handed. Cheetahs hunt impalas using their incredible speed and agility, but this time they had to chase their prey through water and swamp. Even in such mud, the cheetah proved to be fast and agile, quickly catching its prey. A hawk in the park caught a squirrel, and people started filming it on camera. By some miracle, the squirrel managed to break free, but it didn't get far. The dog woke up when the bear was already on the porch next to him. He turned out to be a fearless defender, standing his ground and barking furiously at the clumsy intruder on his territory. Soon the bear realized that it wasn't worth messing with such a crazy dog and simply left. And this is just wild. In India, two bulls decided to start a fight right inside a pharmacy. The shopkeeper tried spraying the bulls with water to calm them down, but it didn't help at all. An eagle caught a large catfish in this swamp, but there are a lot of buffalo in this swamp. The fearless predator wasn't at all intimidated by these large horned animals, and he fought them off every time they tried to get close. A large wild boar decided to swim across a big river with its piglet, but a crocodile was already speeding toward them. The boar noticed the danger just a few meters away and immediately sped up. Incredibly, against all odds, they managed to escape safely with the newborn baby and survive the ordeal. 10 brave wild dogs decided to try their luck by attacking a herd of hippos. The pack managed to separate the two smallest ones from the rest, and everything seemed to be going according to plan, but suddenly an elephant came to the rescue and quickly chased off the brazen dogs. A lost wildebeest calf mistook a jeep full of tourists for its herd, hoping it would be protected there. But it turned out to be the opposite. A lion was already waiting for it there. Right in front of the tourists, a very intense and dramatic scene unfolded, reflecting the harsh realities of life in the wild. This lion pride was sleeping peacefully, and at some point, a lone buffalo walked right up to the predators. The lions couldn't believe their luck and attacked it with the whole pride. The buffalo managed to stay on its feet for only a few minutes. A foolish skunk decided to jump at a horse and immediately paid the price with a kick to the head. A concussion is definitely guaranteed for him. Here's another lion pride attack on a buffalo, but with a very unusual ending. When the buffalo entered the water, all the lions realized there was no point in attacking anymore, except for one, the bravest young lion. During the fight, the buffalo managed to hook the lion's hind leg with its horn. Soon the buffalo dragged the lion to the middle of the lake on its horn. What's surprising is that the other lions were in no hurry to help the poor fellow, but he soon managed to break free and escape. A camera trap set up in the forest captured a lynx attacking a fawn. The doe tried to protect her baby, but the camera didn't capture how it all ended. I don't know what happened to this duckling, but it lay on the grass for a long time with its feet up and just couldn't turn over. The mother duck tried several times to help it, but she couldn't manage it. Before long, a crow suddenly appeared and quickly carried off the easy prey. A hawk flew to this bird watering hole to drink and bathe, and he definitely didn't expect to get so lucky. Two pigeons flew right up to him, and one of them instantly ended up in the hawk's talons. The hawk definitely won't let go of its prey. An incredible moment. A lynx stealthily crept up to a rock where a squirrel was sitting carelessly. And here comes the moment of attack and a wild chase. The squirrel tried to hide in the tree, but it's not so easy to escape from a clever lynx. The prey is in its fangs. These two wild marmots started a real fight right in the middle of the road. And they didn't even pay the slightest bit of attention to the passing cars. According to statistics, more than 80% of wild African dog attacks end in success. So this lone warthog definitely doesn't have anything good in store for him. But the pig came up with a brilliant defense strategy that saved him from almost certain death. The warthog hid his backside in the swamp and tried to fend off all attacks with his tusks. The dogs quickly realized they needed to look for easier prey. The domestic chickens definitely sensed something was wrong and hid on the porch of the house. Almost immediately they are attacked by a hawk, but unsuccessfully. The chickens scattered just in time, and the owner came out onto the porch, so the predator flew away empty-handed. A moose calf and its mother were crossing the road, but the little one couldn't get over the fence. He didn't have to wait long. The bear was right there. It attacks and quickly carries its prey off into the forest. Next is the moment when a hawk attacks a heron right in mid-flight, and it looks very impressive. A crazy eagle decided to steal a piece of meat from a crocodile, but couldn't fly away quickly with its prize, so it almost became a snack for this toothy predator itself. The meat had to be left behind, but at least it survived itself. I've never seen anything like this before. A leopard attacked a huge crocodile. The reptile defends itself, opening its toothy jaws, but the leopard isn't scared. Even buffaloes ran over to watch this show. But how this fight ended remains a mystery. I don't know what that silly little dog was doing in those bushes. It looks like he was just hiding, but he reacted strangely to the lioness, as if he didn't notice her and wasn't afraid. Then the little dog started barking and lunging at the lioness, and she decided not to mess with this crazy creature and just walked away. It seems that this huge sea lion doesn't react at all to silly dogs, but at the right moment, he still bit. and this impudent guy scared the girl with a dog, and out of fear she almost fell into the water from this narrow pier. The elusive snow leopard had been patiently stalking these agile mountain goats for a very long time, but unfortunately, it still just couldn't manage to catch them. And in this fight, the lion took such brutal blows from the buffalo's horns that he couldn't even run away quickly. The predator clearly underestimated its prey. Next is the most ruthless hunting tactic of the leopard in all its glory. After catching the antelope, he blocked its breathing with his muzzle. This way, his prey quickly loses strength and collapses. I don't think these cheetahs are actually hunting this poor jackal. This is most likely just practice for their speed abilities. Zoo visitors were shocked when a crazy goat got into a fight with 3 rhinos. Amazingly, the goat is clearly winning this battle, and the huge rhinos are forced to retreat. 2 elephants with huge tusks started a battle over a female. It's fascinating to watch how, during the powerful blows, dust flies off the animals, and the sound of their tusks can be heard hundreds of meters away. Here's another beautiful chase. A lioness pursuing a large wildebeest. In slow motion, this attack looks especially impressive. A brazen seal decided to steal fish from people, but the thieving animal didn't get away with it for long thanks to the guard dog. The dog fearlessly attacked the seal and barked until it dove back into the water. Yes, this crow was clearly out of luck. It was attacked in the air by 3 falcons at once, who are trying to tear it apart right in flight. Smelling meat, a bear approached 4 wolves, who clearly had no intention of sharing their catch. As soon as the wolves realized the bear was backing off, they chased it first up a tree and then as far as possible into the forest. And this is the snake's last attempt to cling to life. Already inside the bird of prey's stomach, the tip of its tail is still clinging to its leg. The pigeon was unlucky to be attacked by a hawk, but very lucky that people noticed and started filming it. The hawk clearly didn't like the extra attention and let go of its prey. 2 wild crazy deer started a fight right next to a residential apartment building. For the residents, it was a real show. This antelope couldn't get out of a small pond, but when everyone started running away at the sight of a hyena, the antelope's escape turned out great. A large pack of brazen wild African dogs chased an antelope into some kind of swamp, and although only one daredevil is attacking, the antelope definitely can't escape in such a situation. The young of wild animals are especially vulnerable to predators like hyenas, especially during the season when thousands of wild animals give birth at the same time. Hyenas are unscrupulous hunters and often target the young, the weak, or isolated members of the herd. A domestic dog immediately ran away when it saw the leopard, but it's impossible to hide from such a predator, so just a few seconds later we see the predator with its prey in its jaws. If a dog gets lost in the wild and encounters a lion pride, its survival depends on many factors, including the lion's behavior and the dog's instincts. In this case, the dog had a great tactic, and although it crawled out from under the hood and got bitten, it managed to hide again, and according to tourists, it survived. And here, a fox's encounter with a skunk was caught on camera. The fox lingered around the stinker for a long time, and the skunk decided to use its terrible weapon. You can see how the fox started rubbing and rolling on the grass, trying to clean itself from the hellish spray, but it was already impossible to do so. The hawk's attack on the domestic chickens was beautiful and impressive, but this time not entirely successful. This cormorant was very lucky today. It caught a huge zander, and it seems like there's no way it could swallow it. But I really underestimated it. The fish goes whole into the bird's stomach. I don't know what made this buffalo so angry at the elephant, but the elephant attacked it with all its fury. Whether it will survive such an attack or not remains a mystery. When the buffaloes came to the watering hole to drink, a greedy hippopotamus immediately appeared with its mouth wide open. In this way, it was showing that this was its swamp and it wouldn't allow anyone else to drink. The hippopotamus didn't calm down until it had chased all the buffaloes away from the water. In Australia, pythons attack birds right from the rooftops of houses. It looks pretty creepy. The python tried for a long time to protect its prey from the hyenas, but to swallow its catch it needs a lot of time and no one interfering. Knowing how brazen hyenas are, I'm absolutely sure they won't back down.